Okay, today we're going to talk about a huge leap forward in how we use AI. See, it's not just about typing a single prompt into one AI anymore. We're talking about making different AIs, like a writer, an artist, even an analyst, all work together like a real coordinated team. So let's dive in and break down how this AI teamwork actually works. So, you know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You have this perfect, crystal clear idea in your head. You type it into your favorite AI tool and what you get back is, well, it's just not it. I mean, sometimes it's not even close. You ask for one thing and the AI just goes off and does something completely different. It's super frustrating and it really points to this fundamental disconnect.
And this right here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So imagine you're working on a project. On the left, you ask a text AI to write about a bright, sunny, utopian city. Sounds great. But then you take that idea over to an image AI. And what do you get? The thing on the right. This dark, rainy, cyberpunk dystopia. The two they don't match at all. And this happens because each AI is basically working in its own little silo, totally unaware of what the others are doing.
So the big question is, how do we fix this? How do we get them on the same page? Well, the solution is to get the AIs to team up, to actually collaborate. And I'm not just talking about trying a slightly different prompt. No, this is a whole new, structured way of thinking that's unlocking some really incredible results. And this whole approach, it has a name. It's called a multimodal workflow. Now, the key phrase you need to remember here is coordinated sequence. See, instead of just one prompt and one output, we're building a whole system where different AIs, the ones that do text, the ones that do images, they all work together, one after the other, to hit one single unified goal.
The best part is, this whole idea is actually super intuitive. I mean, think about it. It's basically modeled on how we humans already work on big projects. You've got a writer for the script, an artist for the visuals, and then maybe an editor who makes sure everything actually fits together. A multimodal workflow is just that, but with a team of AI specialists.
Okay, so how does this AI team actually think? What's the secret sauce that makes this teamwork so effective? Well, it's not magic. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful process that lets the AI team actually check its own work.
And that secret sauce is this feedback loop. It's pretty straightforward. First, one AI generates something, let's say it's an image. Then, a different AI, one that can see, analyzes that image. It asks, is this good? Does it match what we wanted? Based on that feedback, the original instructions get a little smarter, they get refined, and the first AI tries again. It's the cycle, generate, analyze, refine, repeat, that just pushes the quality way up.
And look, this isn't just a cool theory. The data totally backs this up. Research is showing that for tricky tasks, the ones that need to understand both language and visuals, these workflows are a whopping 40 to 60% more accurate than just using a single AI. The takeaway here is simple. This AI team-up gets way better results, period.
Okay, so what does that improvement actually look like? Let's put a messy, uncoordinated attempt side by side with a smart, structured workflow and really see the difference. So on the left, that's the bad workflow. It's just a single kind of vague prompt, the steps are all disconnected, and boom, you get that classic mismatch we talked about. But on the right, that's a good workflow. It's got clear, structured steps, it uses that all-important feedback loop, and what do you get? A perfectly aligned result. It's literally the difference between chaos and coordination. All right, so we get the theory, but what does one of these good workflows look like in the real world? Let's walk through a perfect example step by step.
Let's say you want to create a blog post. Step 1. An AI plans out a really detailed outline. Step 2. An image AI creates visuals based specifically on that outline. Now, Step 3, and this is the critical part. A vision AI looks at those images and checks them for quality and relevance. Then, Step 4. The writer AI gets to work, but now it knows exactly what the images look like, so the text and pictures are perfectly in sync. And finally, Step 5 is just making any last little tweaks. See how every step builds on the last one? That's how you get a truly cohesive final product.
But look, this is way bigger than just making better blog posts. This whole idea, this coordinated, self-correcting approach, is a fundamental shift in how we work with AI. And the craziest part, it's all happened incredibly fast.
I mean, just look at this timeline. Think about it. Just 4 years ago, back in 2020, this was pretty much a research concept. Flash forward to 2023, and it explodes into the mainstream with things like GPT-4 Vision. And now, in 2024, we have models like Gemini and Claude 3.5 Sonnet that are pushing these capabilities even further. The pace of progress is it's staggering. So, the big question, what's the real-world impact? Why does any of this matter to you? Well, these workflows are already transforming entire industries. We're talking automated content creation for social media, design and marketing that can literally improve itself, insane research tools that can analyze documents and spit out data, even the next wave of educational tools. This isn't science fiction. This is happening right now.
And all of this brings us to one final really big question. For a long time, we were the creators, the reviewers, the ones making all the refinements. But if AI can now do all of that in one automated workflow, what's our new role? Our job is changing. We're not just the operators anymore. We're becoming the architects, the conductors of these incredible intelligent teams. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with them?